resistance band in half here, okay? And just have a slight pull on it, just a little bit, with the knuckles reaching forward. When your knuckles are reaching forward, you're going to automatically turn on the back of your body here versus when the knuckles are upward. So again, knuckles are reaching forward, legs are the width of your hips here. Pull the core in, and then pull the resistance band apart just an inch and return. Pull it apart and come in. You want to either look at a slight diagonal, just to try to keep a nice solid alignment, or you can look straight ahead. I like looking at a slight diagonal because it allows me to keep the back of my neck long. Keep those knuckles reaching forward. 2 more. And last one. Good. And now keeping it still folded in half. You're not going to go around the world here. So that's what I like to call this one. So the goal is to try to keep your shoulders facing forward, the neck super still, and you're just working out the mobility of the back. This is all a part of your warm-up here. And then reverse. Change directions here. 3 and 2 and 1. Good. And then from here, bring the resistance band in front of you. Let's take our body against the wall, and I'll go over here on this side of the wall here. All right? Lengthen out your spine, pull the core in, and then from here, pull the resistance band apart slightly, bring the arms up near, just above the forehead, and then bring it down. The goal here is to keep the back of the shoulders pressing down into the wall here. Keep a slight pull, and you can either have the fist closed or the fingertips reaching low. Either is fine. 3, 2, and 1. Now turn the palms so they're facing each other, gripping onto resistance band. Pull the abs in, pull it apart, and bring it back in. Pull it apart, and bring it back in. Keep it going here. Glide the shoulders down your back. You got it. 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Slowly come off of your wall. Now, lengthen out the resistance band here, and we're going to start with a nice little circuit for our upper body and back. So the first thing I'd like for you to do here is to have your feet out nice and wide, holding onto your resistance band, and your thumbs on the front and out part here. Hope you can see that. There you go. And then from here, stand up super tall here, all right? And you're just going to bring your arms out to the side and pull it in. Out to the side, pull it in. Keep the core nice and tight, and turn around so you can see how this activates my back muscles here. Out to the side, pull it in. You got it. For 5, 4, 3, get those arms out wide. 2, and 1. Good. I'm going to turn all the way around here. You're now going to have a soft bend in the knee, elbows pull in, nice little bent row. Pull it in and back down. In and back down. You don't want your neck like this because then you're going to start straining the neck. You want the neck to be in line with the rest of the spine. Pull it in and out. If this doesn't feel like enough tension for you, you can always grip tighter, or you can make an X. Gives you a little bit more resistance. 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then from here, if your resistance band was crossed, uncross it here. From in now, we're just going to do one arm at a time. So you're going to pull one arm back and back down, alternating sides here. Keep the core nice and tight. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it all the way up, and I'm going to face away from you so you can see my back. Thumbs are facing forward, okay? And then you pull out and in. Keep going, out and in as I turn around. Out and in, out and in. Make sure there's a soft bend in the knee. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then bent row. Bend the knees and pull and release. Pull and release. You got it. Keep those elbows in nice and tight. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alternating. Right into it. Do our left, then our right. Left and right. Keep those elbows in nice and tight. Abs in as well. Head in line with the shoulders here. 3, 2, 1. Go back to the first exercise. Here we go. Out and in. Now I'll face you this time. Out and in. Out and in. Core in. There we go. Come out with power, slow with control. Out with power, slow with control. 8, 7, 6. Out with and in with control. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees, bent row, right into it. Make this round count. Make sure those knees are pressing away from the body here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alternating. Right into it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now make an X, and actually let's double knot it here. We're going to do a couple of deadlifts with the resistance band here. All right. So you're going to hold on to it nice and tight and have the legs press into the resistance band here, nice and wide. Bent knee, you're going to pull the resistance band up, bring it down. And I'm going to go sideways. So you're going to have your legs the width of your hips here, soft bend in the knee, pull the abs in, pull it up, bring it back down. Pull it up, back down. The knees stay in line with the ankles. And you really have to activate the feet here, meaning that the legs must be wide and the toes must be spread. And this really isn't going to be part of our circuit, but instead it's just going to be an exercise that we do for a little bit here, just to get the lower back and the posterior chain of our body working. One more, soft bend. Now we're going to do a hinge, hip hinge. So legs straight and up. Now we're really working that lower back here. Everything stays in a flat line, like I'm making the letter L with my body. Keep going. Make sure those toes are spread so everything is activated here. You got it. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Uncross and step out of your resistance band. Good. From here, fold it in half once again. Okay. And have your knuckles, and actually have an underhand grip. All right. Keep the elbows in nice and tight. Do a little bit of external rotation here. All right, with both arms. So press the shoulders down, pull it out and in, out and in, out and in, out and in. And actually, I will just cut that out. So what we're going to do next is keep your resistance band long, all right? And you're going to step onto it with your left foot, and you're going to have at least, and I will scoop this one back, there you go. So you're going to have your resistance band nice and long, okay, onto the floor here. And I'll just make sure that you guys can see it. So the resistance band is nice and long, all right? And you want at least about 6 to 8 inches of slack next to your foot. So that way you have some space there, all right? And then from here, you're gonna have your knuckles reaching forward. You're just gonna step on it with only one foot. Your back can go against the wall here. All right, and you're gonna put your you're gonna press your glutes against the wall, the shoulders back, and then you're gonna press out and in, and try to keep the back of the shoulder pressing into the wall as you do so. The neck is nice and long here. The middle of the back is pressed against the wall as well. 3, 2, 1. All right, so you're gonna put your resistance band onto the floor. You want at least 6 to 8 inches of slack onto the floor before you get started. Then you'll press your glutes, the middle of your back, and the base of your skull or the occipital bone up against the wall here and pull your abdominals in. The knuckles are reaching forward. You're gonna press out and in, out and in. You want the back of the shoulder blade pressing into the wall as well. There you go. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This time, turn the palm so that way it's facing your body. Same concept, pressing out and in. It just changes the movement a little bit because before you're getting a little bit more of the scapula, but now you're working a little bit more of that cross lateral sling of your body, but also a little bit of those more into the anterior delts. 3, 2, and 1. Change the grip. Palm is now facing the computer. And now you're gonna press out and in. There we go. Now we're targeting more of the rear delts. Shoulders down your back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Shake it out. Ooh, that's a doozy. All right, now we're gonna do the other side. So again, you want at least 6 to 8 inches. So I will say the more slack that you have, the harder it's going to become, whereas the less slack you have, the easier it becomes. So you just have to figure out that happy space. But I like to say somewhere between 6 to 8 inches is always a good starting point, but you could always opt for more or less. Now press the shoulders back, have the knuckles facing forward and the back of the left shoulder pressing into the wall, feet nice and parallel, and then you press out and in. Keep the back of the left shoulder blade pressing against the wall here. There you go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now turn the palm in and go right into it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Turn the palm facing the computer. Get a nice tight grip. Out and in. Out and in. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And shake it out. Good. Now from here, fold your resistance band in half for me, please. Okay. Once it's folded in half, you can place it behind your back. Okay. I'm going to use the wall. Now, if you find that this is way too difficult for you, you don't have to fold it in half. Okay. All right. You just want to make sure that it's even so that we're able to get a good pull. And actually, for our next move, let's go ahead and pick up the resistance band and place it in the middle of our back here, having everything nice and wide, okay? And then have it right in the middle of our back or our bra line, okay? And then make an X, all right? Now to activate the legs, let's slide down the wall just a little bit, just to get a little bit of glute activation and make sure the toes are nice and spread here, all right? Press those back and the shoulders against the wall here, then pull and release. Pull and release. Pull and release. So notice how I'm trying to keep my knuckles slightly below my shoulders. They're going to be in line with my collarbone here. It's going to allow me to tone that upper body super nice. 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Good. And then slowly release. Good. Next exercise. I'm going to work those trap muscles here. All right. So, you're going to step onto the resistance band. It's going to be super long. All right. And you're going to bring the knuckles together. Elbows nice and wide. Soft bend in the knees. You're going to pull the resistance band up. Elbows wide. And bring it down. So this is like zip up for those who like to do Pilates. This is exactly similar to zip up with the weights, except I find this one a little bit harder. Simply because it's a little bit more resistance, or you could go heavier weights. Press the shoulders down, zip up, and zip down. Zip up, zip down. Relax your shoulders. Zip up, zip down. Let's do a lot more of these. Let's do 8 more. Just because it feels good. Why not? 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and put your resistance band down. Just roll out your neck. And reverse in case you kept any tension in there. And let's finish with a nice alternating arm exercise. So have the feet about 6 inches away from the wall. Legs are the width of your hips here. And pull the abdominals in. Press your left hand against the wall here. The right arm comes up. And I'm not going to bring mine all the way up because I want to keep my shoulder blade pressed against the wall. Depends on your mobility. And then you switch and switch. Just to reiterate that good movement. Switch, 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 switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Arms can now come out to a T. So bring your arms out to a T here, making sure that you have enough space. Legs are going to be the width of your hips. All right, you're going to bend the arms. Try to keep the wrist pressed against the wall and then straighten. Bend and straighten. Unless you have on a watch, it's a little difficult. Flow the core in. 5, 4, 3, and 2. Lengthen out your neck, abs in deep. And 1. Good. Straighten out the arms. Good. Turn the palms downward and then up, down, and up. I want thumb to wall, pinky to wall. Thumb to wall, pinky to wall. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms come up at a high diagonal here. Press the shoulders back. Curl the chin towards the chest. Roll down. Keep the glutes pressed against the wall here. Allow the hands to hang heavy. Scoop the abs. Small circles here. The arms are moving independently. And then reverse. Just allowing the shoulders to slide out of their sockets. And then stop your circles. Slowly articulate the spine up as if you're laying pearls on the table. Hands come to the thighs and you're all set. I'll let you enjoy that nice little upper body workout. And again, it's super fun, easy to do. It can be done in the comfort of your own home.